A CNBC survey found that 23% of Americans believe investing in real estate is the best method to accumulate wealth. Building wealth and achieving financial stability can be accomplished through real estate investing. That being said, not every place offers the same real estate investing options. So let's talk about where buying in the US would be most advantageous before you make any offers or sign a mortgage. The US real estate market is ever-changing. Rents and home prices vary significantly year over year and from market to market. To provide you with information about the greatest locations to invest in real estate, we gathered and examined recent data on important housing market indicators in American cities, such as gross rental yield, housing price index data, vacancy rates, unemployment rates, population growth, and percentage of renters. In today's video, we will talk about the 10 best places to invest in real estate in USA. Number 10. Orlando, Florida. Orlando itself has a lengthy history as an old Central Florida town that predates the well-known Mouse, despite the fact that Orlando and the neighboring Orange County are known for being popular tourist and conference destinations that draw millions of tourists each. The city of lakes and unique neighborhoods is Orlando. Originally a military outpost, Baldwin Park is now a bustling residential community with 200 acres of parks. College Park's charming streets surrounded with bungalows are home to several reasonably priced properties. Thornton Park in downtown boasts calm, urban vibes and cobblestone streets dotted with craftsman-style residences. However, the robust rental market in the city plays a major role in attracting property investors to Orlando real estate. In Orlando, more than 60% of people rent, giving investors the chance to profit from long, mid, and short-term rentals. The city's rental market is expanding at a rate of about 2% annually, and there are no signs of it slowing down. With an economy this robust and varied, Orlando is home to over 150 foreign businesses, with headquarters spread across over 20 different nations. In Orlando, Florida, the population is 320,000, with a high gross rental yield of 42%. However, there's a concerning vacancy rate of 65%. Despite this, the housing market has seen a strong 5-year growth of 14%, with a median home sold price of $375,000. Number 9. Durham, North Carolina. For a number of years, North Carolina's moderate climate, diverse economy, and cheap cost of living have drawn newcomers from all over the country and the world. Among the medium-sized cities that have benefited most from this expansion is Durham. Durham, dubbed the City of Medicine, is home to more than 300 medical businesses. The largest research park in the United States is located nearby in Research Triangle Park, where more than 50,000 well-paying jobs are offered by dozens of biotech and high-tech enterprises. Durham was ranked as the nation's number 2 hottest real estate market in August 2023 by World Report, which attributed its high demand and low inventory to these factors. Durham real estate has had an increase in sales prices of 1.2% year over year, based on all sales over the previous 12 months. Among Durham's most sought-after neighborhoods are the walkable, historic Trinity Park, Duke Park, with its expansive green space and contemporary architecture, and Old West Durham, one of the city's oldest but hippest neighborhoods. In Durham, North Carolina, the population is 292,200. It offers a gross rental yield of 36%, but faces a 42% vacancy rate. Over 5 years, the housing price index has grown by 7%, with a median home sold price of $400,000. Number 8. Tallahassee, Florida. The state capital city of Florida is growing, much like the majority of the state. Tallahassee is the largest city in the northern panhandle of Florida, a working town with plenty of outdoor recreation opportunities and a vibrant arts and cultural scene, in contrast to the snowbird havens found in the southern half of the peninsula. A substantial supply of reasonably priced housing is necessary in Tallahassee to accommodate Florida State University's 70,000 students. The state government and Florida State University are the 2 biggest employers in Tallahassee. Hence, the city enjoys a stable and robust job market. The affluent Benton Hills neighborhood, the student housing near College Town, and the master-planned communities of Killern Lakes and Killern Estates are some of the greatest neighborhoods in and around Tallahassee. In Tallahassee, Florida, with a population of 200,000, the gross rental yield is 50% and the vacancy rate is 31%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has grown by 65%, with a median home sold price of $310,000. Number 7. El Paso, Texas. Many people mistake El Paso for a small border town on the Rio Grande River, but with a population of 680,550, it is now the 22nd largest city in the country. The population of El Paso has increased faster than the country as a whole throughout the last 5 years. With over 40% of the population under 25 and a median age of 34, El Paso County is a young, family-friendly place to live. The bulk of the population is Hispanic, and the culture is a mishmash of things like mariachi music, country western honky-tonks, and Tex-Mex food. With a cost of living 11% lower than the national average and a 30% lower cost of housing, El Paso can be regarded as inexpensive. The local economy benefits greatly from extensive international trade due to its closeness to the Mexican border. Families and young professionals will find Kastner Heights, Cielo Vista, and Mesa Hills to be among the most appealing neighborhoods. In El Paso, Texas, the gross rental yield is a remarkable 61%, but the vacancy rate is high at 74%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has shown modest growth of 3%, with a median home sold price of $250,000. Number 6. Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Oshkosh, Wisconsin is the only city in our ranking that is not in the South. Approximately 90 miles north of Milwaukee, Oshkosh is a standalone, medium-sized city situated on the vast Lake Winnebago. It is not a suburb. It is renowned for having a robust economy powered by sectors including manufacturing, healthcare, and education. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, a 4-year public university with over 15,000 students, is also located there. Many of them are looking for off-campus accommodation. Living close to Lake Butte des Morts, the recently created town of Algoma, and downtown Oshkosh are a few of the more well-liked neighborhoods. Being close to the lake helps Oshkosh's real estate market because it attracts year-round visitors from Milwaukee and Chicago, as well as investors interested in purchasing summer properties. In Oshkosh, Wisconsin, with a population of 66,350, the gross rental yield stands at 43%, and the vacancy rate is relatively low at 17%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has experienced significant growth of 71%, with a median home sold price of $225,400. Number 5. Lakeland, Florida. Nestled between Tampa and Orlando in bustling central Florida, Lakeland is a perfect blend of small-town charm that appeals to families and resort features that appeal to seniors. Even though 2023 was a difficult year for U.S. house sales, Lakeland's median home sold price increased by 5% to $315,800. Purchasing real estate in Lakeland has yielded strong results, with a gross rental yield of 0.52% and an 86% rise in the last 5 years. Although Lakeland's employment forecast is reasonable for a minor community, it also grows significantly since Tampa and Orlando, two of the fastest-growing cities in America, are only an hour's commute away. The neighborhoods of Dixieland, Beacon Hill, and Biltmore, Cumberland, as well as the streets lined with brick and trees, are all part of Lakeland's historic district. In Lakeland, Florida, with a population of 121,000, the gross rental yield is a promising 52%, but the vacancy rate is high at 57%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has grown by 7%, with a median home sold price of $315,800. Number 4. Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, A city in northeastern Florida with 22 miles of coastline feels more like an Old South neighborhood than the posh retirement communities farther down the coast. Jacksonville's typical home sold price increased 2.5% in September 2023, despite the city's weak real estate market. As a result, the city is still a seller's market. The River City has 198 neighborhoods. The city, which gets its name from the St. Johns River, is a boater's dream because of its abundance of canals. Exclusive Mandarin has homes that can cost over $600,000, while Midwest Side is the most reasonably priced area in town, with an average property value of $125,000. Jacksonville was ranked as the 5th fastest-growing city in America by Yahoo Finance in 2022, with a 1.5% annual growth, due to its pleasant climate and lower than average cost of living. In Jacksonville, Florida, a bustling city with a population of 975,400, the gross rental yield stands at 44%, with an impressively low vacancy rate of just 4%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has surged by an impressive 99%, leading to a median home sold price of $300,150. Number 3. Waco, Texas. Waco, which lies in the middle of Texas and is home to Baylor University, is experiencing a real estate boom while maintaining prices that are lower than those of the majority of other big cities. Waco homes have had value increases of 96% over the past 5 years and 30% in just the last year, according to Texas First National Bank. It should come as no surprise that Texas is among the states with the fastest economic growth. The development plan for Waco places a strong emphasis on mixed-use neighborhoods that produce residential, commercial, and recreational areas that are walkable. A $35 million riverside development in Waco is planned. Both a respectable gross rental return of 0.55% and a substantial number of residences valued at less than $100,000 contribute to the appeal of the rental property market. In Waco, Texas, with a population of 145,800, the gross rental yield is a substantial 55%, but the vacancy rate is high at 82%. Despite this, the housing market has experienced robust growth over the past 5 years, with a housing price index increase of 79%. The median home sold price currently stands at $252,500. Number 2. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah has a robust and diversified economy. A thriving pub and restaurant culture, colonial-era history, and close proximity to beaches propel a $4.4 billion tourism industry annually. The 4th largest port in the U.S. is the deepwater port of Savannah. One of Savannah's most recognizable neighborhoods, the historic district, is rich in Southern architecture and has been featured in numerous films. Investors are drawn to the area because of its holiday rental homes. The first suburb of Savannah is the family-friendly neighborhood known as Ardsley Park. The Victorian district of downtown still has values, but some requiring renovation. In Savannah, Georgia, with a population of 150,000, the gross rental yield is 49% and the vacancy rate is 14%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has grown by 22%, with a median home sold price of $330,000. Number 1. Athens, Georgia. While Athens's average home sold price is still significantly less than the $430,500 national average, growing home values are encouraging news for real estate investors considering the city. Home sales in Athens increased 7.6% between August 2023 and September 2023, despite the fact that this past year was one of the most difficult real estate markets in the previous 10 years. 30% of transactions were for more than asking price. Athens, which is home to the University of Georgia, is well known for its vibrant nightlife and cultural scene, as well as its relaxed southern atmosphere. The majority of people living in Athens rent because of the city's high student population, which increases demand for reasonably priced housing near the core university. In Athens, Cobham, Five Points and Normaltown are some of the best neighborhoods. In Athens, Georgia, with a population of 130,500, the gross rental yield is 40%, while the vacancy rate is 48%. Over the past 5 years, the housing price index has experienced a modest growth of 9%, resulting in a median home sold price of $330,550. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing, so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.